elegant listeners and viewers, and welcome to Go, my favorite sports team. Today we are recording a live episode, which means some of you are seeing it right now. But also, you can support the podcast in a fantastic way by getting merch at store.gmfst.com. There will be new items coming out soon. We're also here celebrating the fact that Iron Lung has officially released on YouTube to rent or to buy. So go and check that out if you haven't seen the movie already or want to see it again.
Yes.
It's right there available for you.
Apparently I was nominated, or Iron Lung was nominated for something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think it's the National Film Awards, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It's nominated for, I believe, Best Director and Best Actor, but I'm like, I don't know about that one.
The National Film Awards, which are awarded in the UK, and it is Best Actor, you, Best Actress, Caroline.
That would be well deserved.
Best Director and Best Thriller. Those are the 4 nominations.
So that's pretty cool. I didn't even begin to debate contending with that. I mean, you know how I feel about award shows in general, but I'm also just like, oh my God, come on, man, don't put me in there. I don't want to. I like observing. I like when I went to the Oscars. I liked being able to just like, oh, look at all the things that happen. I'm up in the balcony and that's. I don't want to be there like, don't witness me. Don't look at me.
Did you prepare a speech in case?
No. What do you mean? I just found out about it. How would I have written a speech already?
I don't know. You write things pretty fast from what I hear.
I did not do anything about it. I didn't do anything. So yes. No, I'm proud of it. It's not that. It's just like award ceremonies are always so. Oh my God.
No, he hates it. He's so upset.
I'm just so pissed all the time. Why is it saying our bit rate sucks? It doesn't. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're watching it, if it looks fine on your end, it should be fine.
Oh, hey, look. Check it out. Yeah. I got it. Yes, I had to buy it. Yeah.
Not sponsored yet.
Not sponsored yet, legitimately. It was so funny. I didn't realize people were following this saga so closely because I posted last night like some Chica Slow-Mo stuff.
Well, when we recorded live last time, I think is when we talked about, it was before that. We live messaged Ben to talk to GoPro because we talked about GoPro going under and you're like, wait.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
Also, I have a contest for you. This is my contest as of this recent recording. I challenge you to get Go My Favorite Sports Team sponsored by GoPro before Mark.
That's not what the thing. No, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. I've been trying so hard.
It is funny for me.
It's not funny.
I have never won anything in competition with you except sports.
You won plenty of things in competition in sports. That's kind of like your whole thing. Look, I've been trying really, really hard. And yes, I don't go outside, and I know it's like a sport thing, but this one's their cinema thing. That's my territory.
But hey, Go could also do it because sports and cinema.
That doesn't make any sense. There's never been a crossover of sports and cinema. That doesn't exist.
That's a lie.
Don't name any examples. If we're arguing, you're not allowed to bring up evidence.
Oh, you got rated.
I don't. It doesn't matter right now. Look. That thing, I was talking. I didn't realize so many people were following the saga of me and this GoPro. And then I looked at some of their marketing videos. So many people are being bothersome. But well, it didn't work. I bought this one. I didn't get sent it. But here, hold on. Backing up a step. I posted this Chica clip because I don't have anything interesting in my life besides Chica to film in slow motion besides her tail, and it looked really pretty and whatever. As soon as I posted that on my story, there was Reddit posts saying like, hey, you got the GoPro. And it's like, yeah, do they know that I bought it?
You pre-ordered that thing.
Well, I pre-ordered like day one. That's why I got it in relatively good time. But it's like, I was just saying, well, okay, no, I'm not saying that Amy's not the most... in slow motion. Amy's not constantly doing backflips at our house that look in slow motion.
Amy's just off sprinting at 1,000,000 miles per hour like, film me!
I can only catch her in slow motion, man. So it's like, this is not making me look good. This is not making me look good. All right. I need to look good. I need to look good in front of them so that they look at me and don't see the pile of schlub that I am 90% of the time, and that I'm a competent filmmaker. I have made a movie. Hey, right? Why are you stifling a laugh? Why are you stifling your laughter right now? That's put the camera on yourself. He is over there stifling his laughter when I say I'm a filmmaker. Why is that funny to you?
I'm laughing more because of the stuff before the filmmaker. You've always been a filmmaker. That part obviously is true. I'm laughing about the fact that I threw out the gambit of Go.
Look, it's a totally different thing. It's not even. So I'm not sponsored by them, but I am very much trying to be. I don't even have a coupon code.
Yeah, you're not even got the affiliate link.
Have an affiliate link. I don't know. Is there a self-service thing where you can go sign up for one?
Maybe. Wait, I wonder.
I've never looked, actually. Wait, hold on. Usually I think I have to ask people. Hold on.
There is an affiliate program.
So do I just need to sign? No, come on. All right, no. But they should put. See, I want the.
Yeah, it says sign up now.
Oh God.
You want me to send you the link?
No, I don't want to send up the link. I'll get it. Don't worry. I'll get it. Everyone hold on. I'm not promoting until I get an affiliate link. I'm not doing it.
You're going to do that now live on the air?
No, I'm not going to do it live. It's not that important. This isn't even why we're here.
All right, doing setting up for GMFC first.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Anyway, so look, this is not the point. This is great, and I love it, and I'm going to show those. I'm not going to say those lovely people.
Those wonderful corporate GoProers.
Yes, exactly. That I can review and I can film with the best of them.
Well, we also talked about legitimately your next movie, if GoPro is interested, filming entirely on GoPro.
Well, okay, hold on. This is a good camera. Don't get me wrong.
Well, the other one.
You could, definitely. If you had the ILS version, you absolutely could film an entire movie on there. And it really wouldn't be that compromising of what you want to do. But that's for different reasons. It's because there's in almost every camera, like I was telling him before, you can have a $3,000 camera. You can have a $15,000 camera. You can have any kind of camera. If you don't know how to use it and get the most out of it, then it's not going to do you any good. I was telling him I filmed the entire van vlogs. If people remember the van vlogs on my channel, I did all of that on like a GoPro 8 or something like that.
I think it was the 8 Black, yeah.
I looked up every trick in the book to get the most out of that camera, and I was able to make it look good, and it was easy to use because it is what it is. So the reason that I was able to do that so well and it be good enough in my mind was just because I've got the most out of it. Now this has a lot more potential out of it, which is and the slow cool. Anyway, yeah. But I'm not selling it because I don't have a code yet. So everyone shut up your ears. Don't listen to me.
I do have one question. Did you get the pro version that has the higher slow-mo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Anyway, that's not the point. I was saying something else. What were you saying? You distracted me. Oh, right. So they're really good at marketing, right? The videos are always
the videos
good.
that they
they're
do,
always
yeah.
good and they're high quality and stuff like that. It's like, I made a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The way you say that is always so dismissive. I made a movie.
I'm literally wearing the shirt for the movie right now. I don't mean it to be dismissive. It's usually because I'm thinking about doing something else right when you say that. And so I'm like, wait.
Oh, man, I thought I'd get some more respect in my life once I actually did something like, make a movie. But, it turns out it doesn't work that way. What? What the fuck? Oh, man. Dude.
I am the monster from Iron Lung.
I've never seen someone so high in my life. I've never seen that is impressive.
Oh, God.
We all are here on my Twitch account to respect me. Respect. It's a word. Something I think we've been missing around here.
If you guys haven't watched that video, that's a throwback to like right when I moved out to LA.
I think there's not enough respect being chucked my way right now for all of my accomplishments and my whatever the hell I'm talking about.
You have to remember, when Iron Lung launched in theaters, I rented out a theater to watch Iron Lung.
Which is great, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do. But you got to make me look good in the face of
I mean, honestly, you have been doing film stuff since you first started YouTube, even though like you did gaming stuff, but there's the early sketch comedies, The Fall of Slenderman with Wade. Your elevation has continued to get better and better every single time you've created a sketch.
Oh.
And so I know you're definitely capable of doing something incredible with GoPro.
Don't actually do it. Oh man, that's gonna make. Oh, that's too nice. I don't. Be mean to me, please. Be mean to me.
I hate you.
Okay, there we go. That's it. That's what I need. Yeah, don't do it. All right. So there is much that we're going to talk about that almost has very much to do with sport.
Totally.
Everything has to do with sport. We really contrive it here on this podcast. We do everything we can to bring sport into this. So we got Reddit stories again, which is what we did last time.
We do. We have a few Reddit stories. We also have a tier list that we potentially may touch on.
Actually, it's a death battle.
It is a death battle list.
Yeah. So we're gonna be getting into that. But is there any news that we need to get through?
Oh, huge trade in the NFL.
Huge trade in the NFL? Yeah, what's that?
Myles Garrett, all-pro defensive end from Cleveland, one of the most prolific players in the NFL, has been traded to the Los Angeles Rams. This has implications beyond that in the fact that it might bring back super all-pro Aaron Donald out of retirement to build a insanely powerful defensive line for the Los Angeles Rams, hoping to win Matthew Stafford one final Super Bowl probably before he retires. Massive trade, unexpected, came out of nowhere.
So who is that?
Myles Garrett is kind of the face of the Cleveland Browns. He has been the face of the Cleveland Browns for a while.
I do. You did mention this
He's
before.
dating an Olympian, an Olympic athlete as well.
There you go. That's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what sport it is. Snowboarding?
But as many people that don't know in the sports world, Cleveland Browns aren't really the greatest team in the football. So they historically haven't been the best performing. But this person is the best there, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Got it.
They have been in the running for Defensive Player of the Year almost every year since they've been in the league.
That's impressive. That's pretty impressive, I think.
I think he broke the sack record.
Yeah, that's what someone says, sack leader as well. And for those who don't know, a sack is when they tackle the quarterback before the ball has been thrown or handed off.
Also, in sports news, the New York Knicks have made it to the NBA Finals for the first time in a long time and will be facing off against, again, the same team they faced off of with last time they were in the finals, in the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh.
Funnily enough, there is a similarity. Tim Duncan's second year was the last time they played in the finals against them, and they lost. It is Wemby's second year. Wembenyama, I think is
Wembenyama.
He is an absolute 7-foot+ monster who can shoot, block, like he can shoot threes from half court.
Impressive.
And
you don't have to do that.
No.
Why is he doing that? Does he know?
Because he can make them.
Oh, okay. He can get closer though.
But can you imagine trying to block somebody who's like 7'6" shooting a ball?
Well, that makes me think like he could definitely get closer because if he's already way up here.
Yeah, but time could run out and 3 points are better than 2.
All right, you know what? I don't play it, so maybe it's better.
There's a huge similarity to the last time the Knicks made it. So we'll see if the Spurs can beat the Knicks again, which by the way, I am rooting for the Spurs.
Okay. All right then. You heard it here first. If you're against that bet, well, no betting. It's a
yeah,
phrase.
No gambling. Don't bet.
Yeah, please don't do that. God, please don't do that.
Wembenyama. Is that how you pronounce it? Dr. Jem?
Wembenyama.
Yeah. Incredible athlete.
Yes. All right. So that's the finals for basketball.
NBA Finals. I believe Stanley Cup Finals are happening now as well, if they haven't concluded.
It's a lot of finals.
Yeah, so we're at the culmination point of a lot of seasons for sport. And basically, once this completes, it's just baseball for a few months in major sports. I guess some people, if they're watching Major League Soccer, that might still be going on. That's just less shown.
Someone said, my coworkers are obsessed with sports betting to a concerning degree. It's pretty much concerning at almost all levels, and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
With sports betting, it has become a problem. So in the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1 is set to commence today between the Las Vegas Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay. Say those again.
Las Vegas versus Carolina.
You didn't say the team names.
Golden Knights for Las Vegas. Carolina Hurricanes. Remember we just did the logo quiz
Yeah,
episode
but we
before
didn't see
that?
their logo.
We didn't, but we thought we did.
Yeah, we thought we
Or
did.
I thought they did.
Yeah.
You thought it was something else.
I thought it was the Australia Flushers.
Something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, so that is the sports news segment. Now we go off to the random bullshit we're going to cobble together into an episode. And let me tell you.
Wait, chat should decide right now, tier list or Reddit stories.
Okay, we've got some Am I the Asshole Reddit stories, which if you were here for the last time we did this is pretty much what we were doing before, where you could debate on the lives of others, or we can have a death battle where we debate if we would win in fights, certain specific sports. All right, it's overwhelming Reddit.
Yeah, definitely overwhelming Reddit.
All right then. We'll subtly slip into the other one and they won't ever even notice.
It's true. It's really a Reddit story tier list.
Yes, exactly. All right, I'm going to read this. I'll go first.
All right.
I call dibs.
All right, go for it.
So this is an Am I the Asshole post posted 1 month ago by Basic Dragonfly 103. Am I the asshole for retiring from my sport and moving out? So tricked you, they're sport related. For context, I'm a 22-year-old female who was in a college sport and living with a couple of my teammates up until recently. I tore my meniscus when I was 18 playing softball and had to have it partially removed. Then I transferred to a new school and made friends with those in my class. When the third season rolled around, I was voted a captain. I got through 1 week of a 6-days-a-week practice. My knee started becoming weak. I fell twice in the span of 1 week. From turning too quickly, I was waking up in the middle of the night with excruciating pain, throbbing, and dull aching. My trainer recommended getting an MRI ASAP, considering I didn't have half of a meniscus in the knee and there could be a re-tear. I'll be honest, I was already preparing for the worst as the pain was similar to what I had before, and I was just in so much pain it was becoming draining for me emotionally. In a couple of weeks, I had to think about how I wanted my life to be if I lived for me and not for anyone else. And I decided I'd let the MRI show if I was capable of continuing to play or remove myself from the sport entirely. The MRI came back showing I had an excess amount of fluid in my knee as well as cartilage, fraying, and osteoarthritis. My doctor gave me 3 choices, 2 injections or retire from the sport completely, as he was afraid I would need a knee replacement in my mid-30s at the rate I was going. I tried talking to my coach about it, and she was angry and couldn't understand why I wouldn't just shoot up and play for the sake of the team. Some mean things were said, but when I told my roommates, they didn't believe me and accused me of lying, telling me that my priorities were messed up. This stems from me missing practices because my mental health was so bad that I couldn't stand to go watch them as I was dealing with this whole dilemma. In missing these practices, I would be at my parents' house, home alone, or with my partner. I wasn't doing well. I decided if my coach was going to put the team first and not care about my well-being, and my roommates, quote, best friends, were going to be that way as well and not care about me at all, that I would be the one to care about me. I chose to retire and step away from the sport completely. Roommates were angry with me, and I told them before I told my entire team, and they refused to understand why I needed to step away from my mental health. Our friendships ended when I left the sport because they were entirely built upon the sport and what I could do for them. The moment I stepped away, they took it as complete betrayal and started to ignore me and my home. My own home, I didn't feel comfortable, so I decided to move out. I haven't been in contact with them at all, and I am mourning the friendships I thought I had as well as the career that came to an end for my health and well-being. So this is obvious. They're an asshole. How could they leave that sport and leave their team in the lurch? I can't believe they would be that selfish. I think that this is clear-cut. No one could ever argue that this person is not a raging asshole.
Surprisingly, this is highly relatable for me.
Oh, yeah, because you had the whole knee thing you were whining about.
I've had 3 meniscus tears and repairs in my right knee.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's an interesting context to this because there's a level in which they might be anticipating that's how people are reacting and that's how they feel as opposed to it being reality. I'm not saying they're wrong. Their feelings are valid. All of that exists. The hardest part with this, I can't imagine if somebody's teammates and you're living with those people, they would treat you that way if they got hurt. It seemed like they didn't want you to give up on something that you were passionate about at one time and maybe you're not passionate about now. And they also didn't want to lose you as a teammate because you're probably pretty good, especially if you were playing in college. This sounds like more of like a D1 level type of thing. That said, there is some issues that exist with like the coach, like just get cortisone shots and play through it and stuff like that. That is a thing that exists in college level and professional level. Mm-hmm. I think they did the right thing for them. I do think that there were a lot of different things in this circumstance that they very much cooked it up to where the coach and their teammates were assholes. The way that this is written, it is
written that way.
It is written entirely. They're assholes. I don't want to be called an asshole. They're assholes kind of thing. That's not saying that what happened isn't true. There are people that exist like that in sport. If you are on a team, generally you don't want to be treated that way. But I also played college football, and I got treated like shit when I went through my kidney transplant. And then when I came back and played football post-transplant, which, by the way, should never really happen because you are at risk of dying if you get hit wrong.
Sure.
And I had one guy on the team named Randy who treated me like shit.
Randy, if you're out there, Randy, you better not be out there for long.
So anytime I made like the slightest mistake, dropped a ball or something like that, because I had to practically relearn how to walk after my transplant because of all the adhesions and scar tissue in my abdomen. I went from 195 pounds to 140 pounds in 4 months. It became water weight, so once I had the kidney transplant, all of that went away. So there's a lot of things that go into this. Obviously, this is very black and white. Who the asshole is and how they wrote it.
Okay, yeah. It is because they wrote it that way. I will say one tiny thing about it. One tiny thing. There are some details in the beginning that are pertinent to this that do affect the team, right?
Yeah.
They had a tear in their meniscus at 18, and yet they were still playing sports all the way to this time. One crucial thing here is it was the third season. The third season rolled around and they were voted captain.
Oh yeah, so they're at a high position.
They were put in a position like that. They're in a house. We don't know what the living situation, but they're in a house because they're all part of the sport and whatnot. And
which does happen in D1.
Yeah, and then moving
around
there. It's not clear why. After all this time, there was 1 week in the third season of this that suddenly these problems arise right after becoming captain, right? So it is unfortunate these things happen. That's the only thing I'm saying with the other team being upset.
Right, because
this
is their leader. They voted this person as like the prominent person. They, in a lot of ways, when you're voted captain, these are people that you're looked up to. They're a good player.
Yeah.
They're a good teammate. They do good things for the team. Mm-hmm. So even if they couldn't play, probably losing them completely leaving was heartbreaking.
Yes. But also one of the details that is here that is kind of glossed over is they were afraid of a re-tear. There was no re-tear. They emphasized it was like fluid in the knee and cartilage fraying, osteoarthritis, things like that. The doctor saying you would afraid need a replacement in mid-30s. Now they're 22, right?
Yeah.
That is, if you're playing sports at a very high level, it is not uncommon that you're going to bear the injuries later in life, right? That's not uncommon. Now, all this is being said, you can make whatever choice you want.
Correct.
Especially if your body and health and if your mind isn't there. They said they had the mental health issues, then these things might have been a reason to try to get out of the pressure of being in that position because they were voted. Maybe they didn't have a choice and they didn't like being in that position. I could see that being a situation, but without knowing too much, I don't know the details, right?
Well, and also when you're injured as an athlete, that depression is probably due to that.
Yes.
Like you got bad news. And this is something I talk about in the medical industry in general. When I went through my kidney transplant, I got told all the things I can't do, all the things that could potentially be bad. In a lot of ways, doctors do that because they want to give you the information, and at the same time, they want to cover their ass. Because if they tell you something is better than it is, they can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of our legal system, judicial system, how people can easily be sued for very minor things like that in the medical field. And it's extremely disheartening and depressing to be told constantly what you can't do and what bad things could happen. And for me, that was a big thing. And one of my goals after my transplant was trying to tell people what you can do. And so that is depressing. I mean, obviously they loved the sport for how long they played it. Mm-hmm. That's heart-wrenching. Obviously the way that everything reacted, like they finally got captain, they're finally doing something good, and now they feel like they can't keep up with the team and maybe they're letting them down. And thus when you're in that living situation and you have them around and they're practicing and they talk about that stuff, that also adds to it. And if you're in that state of mind, also that you'll describe things in higher polarity than necessarily they are as well.
Yeah.
So it is a extremely difficult situation. I feel for them, but I also understand their decision. I think the reason that they lost the friendship was because they fully just removed and did not continue even with the team. Because even if you're injured, you can go and support your teammates that you've been around for years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So...
But then, It's tough either way.
Yeah, because it also was making them feel bad because they can't play.
Yeah. It's tough situation. And I'm sure that there are some details that are not here. Even they said at the end of it, there are more details, of course, but that's the gist of it. And with any team-based sports, there's always the problem where the team is relying on everyone to progress as a team as far as they can. And that can be contingent on careers going forward into the future. The team performing at its best is very, very much all about, where it's going to go.
Well, and especially with Olympic softball that exists. And I think professional leagues, there was a professional league. I don't know if it's still around for women's softball.
And we don't know what position they were playing. I don't think it's said here.
Judging by this, I do not believe it's pitcher.
It's possible. I don't know what typically the team captain would be.
Well, it could be any position, really.
Yeah, exactly.
But it sounds like they played every game, whereas pitchers don't. So
I'm very much being devil's advocate here because it's like people are entitled to do whatever the hell they want with their own bodies and their own life, and their choice is their choice. And you're not an asshole for standing up for yourself or just making a choice. You don't even need a reason. If you were in a situation like this, you don't even need to debate being an asshole, being like, I don't want to do it anymore. But the problem is people can be upset just as much with that. Their degree of upsetness is limited, of course, but it's like people can react because it is that. I don't think the other side are assholes for being upset, given that this is someone that they counted on, voted captain, and seemed like the candidate for that, maybe never told anyone that they had this injury. Maybe it only come up with that trainer, so the rest of the team never knew about it, and they were like, why would you pursue this so hard if you wanted this? Yada, yada, yada.
To relate this in some way to people who follow esports or people that are into video games and content creators, Kaide and Tens.
What?
Kaide and Tens. They dated. They became. It's a whole thing.
What?
Tens was an esports player. He was very good at what he did.
Okay.
And he ended up quitting esports because Kaide, I think a lot of people presume that it's because Kaide had cancer and was going through cancer treatment. His girlfriend at the time. And so in that way, he had to leave. He left esports, and a lot of people see that as like a way of like, say it was pseudo injury because it's related to their partner. So he pulled away from something he was passionate about. He has since rejoined now. They had broken up recently. But that's something that I think could relate to somebody. It's imagine being this person who's so good at this sport, so good at this thing that they do, so good at video games that suddenly something else gets in the way and they have to go away from it. I don't think he ever got depressed or anything, so it's not exactly parallel, but it's to parallel the energy and how much your life you put into this thing and you suddenly leave it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to put in perspective.
Anyway, they should have toughed it out and shot up for the team. Although, a steroid shot is... It's not the equivalent of like shooting up with like drugs or anything. A steroid shot is a very common thing. It
is a treatment. It is a localized treatment for pain. It is not like... The reason it's bad is if you're doing it to then push through to be able to do something extremely exertive. It is not like, oh my God, I'm destroying my body completely.
Yeah, I believe that there is... and this is how it always is, when either something is a fake piece of writing, which I don't think this is. I think this is real.
This seems very real.
Or it's hyperbolic and painted from one side, right? Because it's always one side of these things. And so it's like, you never know the whole truth. But again, the bottom line is you can do whatever you want with your own life.
All right, on to the next post. This one is by Panda Dad 123, posted 15 days ago. Am I the asshole for not giving up a court for open play? The city I play in has a few courts that are known for open play, and some courts that are first come, first serve. For the first come, first serve courts, groups show up, use the courts as long as they want, then leave. If new people show up and no court is open, they simply wait for a court to open up, then take the court and do their thing. This past weekend, a group of seasoned players showed up, and all the courts were full. They came to our court and told us that we would be doing an open play system. So after we finished our game, we would have to let the next foursome rotate on. They then tried to explain the paddle stacking system to us. This is pickleball. I already know this is pickleball. And we know how the open play paddle stacking system works, but we told them that the courts here are not for open play. They would have to wait their turn for a court to open up like everyone else. They proceeded to get snippy and say that's not in the spirit of pickleball, and that we were being selfish by monopolizing the courts. Then they went to another court and tried the same thing. The other group was nicer than us and let them do their open play thing. Who is the asshole in this situation?
That's interesting.
There's a level of selfishness that exists. That said, I can understand like not wanting to play with people you don't know.
That is perfectly, but also in sports, even if I'm not, much for sport, doing in general, I know that is a pretty common thing. Like
Yes.
pickup sports is totally a thing that happens. It shouldn't be that big of a surprise it's happening.
It does say that like they have courts that are set up for open play and courts that are set to be private. And it sounds like based on the perspective, this one was set up to be one of those like not open courts, not a rotate system. It's first come, first serve, you play. And there's also a level of like, these are seasoned players. Maybe they're not as seasoned, so they didn't want to let people down. And some people in pickleball, and this is a case in all sports, they can be asshole-ish if you're not rising to their level of play and they're losing because they put too much stakes on it, even though it's like, it's pickleball. It's a fun thing to do for fun. You're not in a tournament. If you were in a tournament, it'd be a different story. There are stakes. It's like that guy who he was invited to a tournament to win, and he was telling people about techniques, and they ignored him, and then they didn't win, and then they talked shit, and then they kind of got pseudo canceled online. So in this situation, I mean, I think both are kind of assholes.
I don't know the rules of this location, right?
That's what he said. There are courts, a few courts are known for open play, and some are first come, first serve.
They are saying that it's this way. But it's like the city I play in has a few courts that are known.
Yeah.
Known, or is that the actual rule?
Is that the rule?
Yeah. Or is these courts first come, first serve? Is that the actual rule that they got there and that's what it is?
Well, and here's an interesting thing. If they have the paddle system, a lot of places that are rotation like that for open play have hooks for where you hang the paddles.
Yeah.
So if it had the hooks, they're the asshole.
Yeah.
Because they're not allowing other people to be able to play through and play in. It's like in golf. If you're playing ahead of somebody and you're going slower, you let people then get ahead of you because they're playing faster.
There's actually a comment about this who's like, there should be posted rules and policies for court and its usage. What are they? Then they replied, the person who posted them, nothing posted about open play. We play here often and there is never any open play at these courts. They didn't mention any other rules that are there. They conveniently didn't say that there are rules that say it's first come, first serve. I'm of the mind that if there's no rules there, the default shouldn't be, hey, I got here first, it's my
court. Yeah.
I think that it should be generally understood that especially if it's like a public court like this, you didn't buy the whole court.
Yeah, it's paid for probably with tax dollars.
It's paid for by everybody.
Yeah, so it should be shared.
Chipped in. There's a comedian that does a bit of
and
like,
I'm on the side that I would let people play because it's in the nature of the sport. You want to have it accessible and have everybody able to play. So I understand why you said that's not in the spirit of pickleball.
I was once at Disney. I'm not sure if you were in this group, but it was like we were riding on Space Mountain, right? And we were on a tour, private tour, Disney, because, it's if I go to Disney, it's
the plaid.
Difficult to walk around. Yeah, the plaid tour. So we get on Space Mountain through the back entrance, and then we go and it's like, Space Mountain. We get in once and we go there. And then as we pull up to the station where usually you'd get out, so it'd be empty by the time people go, our tour asked, do you want to go again? And I didn't want to because I didn't want to steal it again. And I knew I cut in line. But other people in the group were like, yeah, let's go again. And I'm like, all right, just stay in. And I'm like, oh, God, no. So there we all are in our seats as our full train pulls up to the next one. And the little kid who's like right here, ready to get on, runs into the gate, expecting it to open, goes, ugh. Daddy, why isn't the gate opening? And I have to look at him like, I'm stealing this train. I'm here. Look, it's first come, first serve, kid. Like, apparently my story isn't interesting enough.
I was just adding a little more comedy. Okay, all right. It's a dark story. This is an interesting story.
No. And so and then there we go. We sit there for a while, because you gotta do the safety check again. So they all come through like, all right, don't worry, these special people are gonna go again. Make sure their seats. Everyone's looking, and it's Space Mountain has like a walkway over this way, then it wraps around, so everyone's looking down like, I wonder why they're so special down there.
How many times did you guys go in a row? Because I might have been on
the next one, because I was just like, I am leaving.
One of the times we went, and I remember this because I got off after 2 because I was feeling nauseous, and I waited outside, and I remember people going for like 4.
That's so mean. I love this comment, though, from Sunlight Bro. Get owned, kid. Dog eats dog mountain. You know what? Everyone's got a different
dog eat dog mountain. Oh, this is famous privilege. I make more money than you.
Yeah. It's. I think this person is an asshole.
Well, yeah. I as we talk about more, I'm inclined to agree with you. The biggest thing that actually cracks me up about this is because not only can you write it again because of the plaid, talking about your story, you get to cut the line.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
If cutting the line wasn't enough, let me write it again.
There's a commenter, try making a $50 million film, child. Launch me.
Contact GoPro, see if they'll sponsor you.
They haven't sponsored me either. It wouldn't work. It's not going to work. There's another comment from this that really shows it. Said, it's Bitter Lake in Seattle, blah, blah. There's 8 courts. Of course, these courts can be reserved, he says, and everyone respects the reservations of others. But in this specific situation, no group had a reservation. So they didn't reserve it either.
Right.
So it's like if no group had a reservation, then their group did not have a reservation.
Well, and then even then, there's probably a limit to how long you reserve it because they can't just have somebody, I'm taking it for the whole day.
Wait, here we go. I just looked it up, and Seattle does have a policy that if people are waiting, court time must be limited to 90 minutes. I was unaware of this rule, and honestly, no one, as far as I know, ever adheres to this rule, especially me.
Yeah, they're an asshole.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
No, and every time I've played pickleball, it's been the rotation method. Even though I'm much worse than some of the people I play against, it's the open court rotation.
All right, one more. Then we go into the death battle. This is Dry Handle 8208. 6 days ago. Am I the asshole for losing my cool on a teammate? I believe this story needs a lot of context. I run track at school. I'm 17, female, and I'm a junior. If you know track or sports, you know how hard it is to get to the regionals. I may not be the fastest, but I am the second fastest on my team for the 400. That's a really funny way of putting it. I'm not the fastest,
but I'm the second fastest. I'm not faster than the fastest person, but I'm faster than everyone else.
I run a 1:16. I know it's not the best. In fact, it's the second best. But it's pretty good for my team, second place.
If that's how they wrote it, I'm like, this is AI.
Oh, man. No, this is obviously not AI because no one would write that way. Only a human write with this many qualifiers. D3, parentheses. I know very well I wouldn't win state or be an Olympic athlete. Yes, I know. Second best. I'd only get silver. I'm fully ready for silver, and that's it. But that's not the point of this story. A sophomore, 16, runs a 1:14 in the 400. She begged to go to regionals, and yes, she is faster. I'm only the second fastest. But I had been told I was going to be going, so they put her in instead of me, and I will completely accept the fact she is faster and they want to send faster people. I mean, after all, she's faster and she begged for a week. I said
in all caps, begged
for a week. I said it was fine and I didn't get to run at all. I went to cheer on my sister and watch the events, but here's where it gets weird. The 400 comes and there's something going on. The officials are scrambling and confused. Chaos is everywhere. So I watch and suddenly Heat 1 is gone. Apparently someone scratched at regionals. Crazy. Who would scratch at such a big event? What is scratch?
You don't run. You're not there.
Oh, I see.
You literally are like, oh, I'm not going to run.
It takes a lot of training, exclamation. Well, I went home before watching the 400 because I had to get some homework done. Convenient. All right, well, I go to check results after the meet finishes. The sophomore who begged for my spot scratched the 400. She was laying at camp where we store our stuff on her phone and decided not to do it. I burst into tears because why would you do that? Maybe I am a baby, but it hurts so bad that someone would toss something that meant the world to me and apparently nothing to them. The next day comes and I spot her in the hallway. She can't even look at me. I ask her how the 400 went, and she says, great. I responded with, what do you gain from lying to me? Are you serious? And she just looked away while I lost it and started rambling about how people work their asses off for that spot. She just didn't even bother to care. I feel bad for yelling, but I'm just so beyond angry. Am I the asshole for losing my cool on her?
Fuck no, she's the asshole.
Okay, all right. Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Listen. This is something that's incredibly important to them.
Whoa.
And this person comes in and begs to replace them, and then they don't even fucking run.
Wait.
Wait!
Imagine being begged for your spot in line to buy the new game, the fantastic new game, and you're like, okay, fine, it's my friend. They want to play it maybe a little bit more than mine. They earned it more. They have the money to pay for it. I have to get a loan from my parents. But then they take the spot in line and then they decide not to buy the game. So then that spot goes to somebody else and you never get the game and they never get the game and it's just
We don't know why.
It's true.
We don't know why she didn't run. There could have been any number of things that, because here's the thing. Yes, they begged, they wanted to go, and then they didn't do it. Anything could have happened. Family loss, something psychologically that got in the way of that. If someone did want to be there, I'm going to bet that they wanted to run. And it would be, it's not really a thing that someone would go to an event like that and then suddenly be like, nah, I don't feel like it. There would have had to have been something that happened.
But why not say?
How could you? Someone's coming at you.
Before they came at you, how was the 400? They might have had an attitude when they said it.
They probably did, and they probably knew that they knew or something like that. And they're on the same team. She probably knew she was at the event. She knew that she didn't run it. And so by saying great as a one-word response, being like, I don't want to have this conversation. And then they explode, right? And then saying she looked away for a while I lost it just means like, yeah, okay, I'm just going to take this because I don't want to talk about why I didn't, right? I would err on the side of, at the very least, saying there might be a reason. I'm not saying there is. I'm not saying there is.
But here's the thing. If something like that happened, why still go?
Why still go? Because they might have gotten the news then or the night before. And it's like, what are you not going to go? And you're going to be, I can tough through this. I can just get over it. I can forget about it. And then you can't, right? You're not in the mental headspace to do it. See, there could, I'm not saying that that's the situation, and it's not a good thing to do, but to letting someone down, but to not be in the right headspace to do something that you really wanted and you know you took it from someone, and then that person comes up to you, what would you say to them? I wouldn't know what to say to them.
I probably would say I'm sorry.
Maybe, if you could. They're 16 and a 17-year-old.
It's complicated because I'm thinking back to how I was then too. But I also went through extreme loss at that age, so...
I'm not saying that it's not justified to go off on someone for this because, yeah, you're angry, and the anger is justified. It can still be an asshole thing to do that, but I'm saying...
Poopy doopyless. Mark, that's not the best explanation. That's the second best explanation. I'm sorry, right when I saw that, I couldn't.
It is something where it's like, no, what I'm saying is like, not every interaction is going to be perfect. Even adults don't get interactions perfect.
For sure.
You could write down a script for how this dialogue should happen, and then an apology should occur here if that was the case. But they might not even be friends. You know, it might not.
Right. It doesn't sound like they necessarily are because she was adamant. I'm the second fastest.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, how would you apologize if you felt like you had a good enough reason to not do it, but you don't know how to say that because it's personal, but
yeah,
also
and it doesn't sound like
them.
They're friends or anything.
If this was the case where someone, which I highly doubt because I can't see this happening, where someone was like, I got this spot, I nabbed it, I'm going to go there and then I'm going to sit on my butt and not do it. For what reason other than...
Well, and she did say she left before the 400 and somebody probably told her she was in the tent on her phone. So she didn't even see you right before the event.
That's true. She didn't even know that she's the reason that heat didn't happen. Or
that she scratched.
She says she wasn't there and she doesn't do it. But anyway, go check the results, after the meet finishes. But it's like, it's interesting because it's like, I check the results after the meet finishes. The sophomore begged for my spot to scratch the 400. So she did scratch it.
Yeah.
So it was her, but don't know why. That's just all I'm saying. It's turning something that is like, it's very personal. Why would you do that? Implying to me, but it's like also you don't know why.
But here's the thing. I don't think in that case, yes, what she did, her feelings are valid.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's hard for me to say either of them are assholes now.
I don't think anyone is for having, if this is a case where it's not just someone doing that, where they're like, I got it and I'm going to not run it to make them mad. It's
if they just felt like it,
it's not how.
Who knows? They might have twinged their hamstring. I don't know how that works, if they would be able to sub in and the coach probably didn't even know that they were there anyway.
Yeah. Someone commented what I'm trying to get at is like, I think in a mature conversation, which I'm not saying that needs to happen. It's again, this is scripture-wise, perfect conversation is asking why before getting angry or before letting the anger bubble over, because it's like there probably is a reason. And if the reason is to be an asshole, one thing that's not going to get people to talk is to start yelling at them. They're going to clam up and they're not going to do it, especially if it's something that they feel is personal and they can't trust you with that information. And they don't feel it's worth trying to convince you otherwise.
Well, and also, especially if you don't have any rapport other than being teammates, and track and field very much is an individual sport.
Mhm.
You're not necessarily talking and interacting with a lot of people, even if they're in the same event. Because a lot of times it's like you show up, here's the exercise, we're doing this run, we're doing this. It's less interactive because you are not collaborating in the events. Like the closest you get is relay. That is a collaboration, but in individual events, like I say, it's like swimming. Swimming is an individual sport. Nobody is doing something. You're not synchronized. Like you finish your race, even in the medley relay, somebody else jumps in, they're racing their own race. Like wrestling, individual event, simulated team. It's a lot of similar aspects to it. So I can see them not having a relationship, like if they were playing softball, or even softball has a weird like team and not team, but like lacrosse, very much passing, interacting all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, it is what it is. I have something similar that happened to me in track and field where I was throwing discus, right? And I believe I was similar, like junior, and then there was a sophomore, right? I technically wasn't second best. I threw farther.
Yeah, you were the better one.
I threw farther, and I did a full spin. It wasn't anything incredible. I think I threw like 117, 18 feet, something like that. It was enough to like go to, I believe, regionals or whatever the thing is. But the coach didn't put me there because even though the sophomore didn't throw farther than me, he threw nearly as far with a half spin. So he had this belief that as soon as he figures out the full spin, he's going to throw farther than me. But this was a week before regional. I'm like, I don't think he's going to nail it then. And also that's not fair.
And you were junior?
I believe I was junior. Yeah.
Okay. So you were an upperclassman too. So he probably saw higher potential long-term.
Exactly.
And so he's like, this will be better experience. I disagree with that coaching mentality that going to a big event gives you more experience. You're still throwing.
Yeah. I was still throwing farther. I was not second best. I was best. And so I was doing pretty good.
I think I know who your throwing coach was too.
Yeah. Yeah. He was also one of the football coaches, I believe. I forget his name though.
Bartholomew.
Yeah. Actually, I thought I threw, I don't remember what I threw. I was never that great at it. I think topped out at like high 120s.
Listen, I just remember the time you almost killed somebody with it too, because you told that story.
That's a secret. You should never tell. What are you talking about? I never did anything like that. I'm not confessing to everything on this stream.
But you can go and watch and listen to the track and field primer to hear that story.
Yeah, I probably said it there. Yeah. Anyway.
Is Tyler a gaming friend? I've known Mark since like 5th grade.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 5th grade, I think.
5th grade sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Which, does that mean we met through summer band camp before wrestling?
I think, yeah.
Because I thought we had met with wrestling first, but summer band camp would have been
but it's like, yeah, I don't think I was doing that. I only came to the public school system in 5th grade, so it would have been 5th grade.
Because it was at the high school, we were both trumpets. George Emmons was there.
George Emmons was there, just like floating through the memory, like, I'm here too.
Just dox that guy. Oops.
You didn't dox him. A random name that no one's going to know.
They also don't know how to spell it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the conclusion is, let's not jump to conclusion. Let's not be harsh.
None of them are assholes because we don't know enough.
Let's not be hasty here. Let's not be hasty, right? Let's not be hasty.
Let's not be hasty.
You don't know how bad I want to pick up and play with that. It's sitting right there. I'm taking it with me to the UK. I'm sure I'll get pretty shots of something.
No, for sure. I mean, you could probably slow-mo some pretty interesting stuff like a double-decker bus.
The fastest
vehicle ever.
You could name you name any vehicle. You name one of the slowest vehicles in the UK to capture in slow motion.
But it's interesting because it's in the UK.
Now, what does that make it interesting?
Because there's not really that many double-decker buses.
There's double-decker buses in Los Angeles.
But they're like weird tour buses with the top cut off.
It's the same thing over there.
Yeah, but they just go around and look at fake celebrity houses.
I understand you, man.
All right. This particular tier list is very important. This is how dangerous sports equipment is. Curiosity is, how well do you think you'd fare in a fight with different athletes where your only weapons are the equipment used to play the sport? Would you survive?
Tyler has crazy ideas for sometimes, and this one is pretty up there. Literally, the premise is, if I was battling an elite level athlete in this sport with the sport equipment they use.
But you get the equipment they don't.
What do they get?
They're fisticuffs.
Oh, okay, totally different. All right. I thought we both had it.
Okay. We're going to talk about both.
Okay,
and we'll
right.
figure it out.
All right, let's go. All right. I'm gonna crank these.
First off, archery. Ain't no way I'm surviving, bro.
Okay, I did archery. I've done archery.
I did too.
I think if they're far enough away.
These are the Olympic level? No.
He's not strong with his legs. He's strong with his arms. That's not going to help him get closer to me.
Right. If you only have the bow and arrow.
Yeah, but you said he didn't.
We're talking two options. If he has the bow and arrow, you're dead.
Well, okay, all right. If he has a bow and arrow, I'm not. But then I don't have any chance with any of these guys.
Not necessarily. You could be diving. They have water.
What, am I going to throw the ocean at them? I'm not going to work. They still have their fists. They're all still an athlete. Let me have the equipment.
Okay.
They don't have
the equipment.
Okay. I'm not sure I could hit them. So there's a problem, but I don't think that an archer is going to have that much more
speed.
Yeah, and like hand-to-hand combat, I doubt they would have that much. It's archery, right? But
they could just take the arrow and start stabbing you.
They could, but they're not gonna because I'll fire all of them. So my strategy is to fire them away from me so that you can't get them.
All right. Reasonable distance. We are going to pick reasonable distance, 20 yards.
20 yards.
That's not far. That's not close.
Okay.
It's relatively reasonable.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe even 10 yards.
Okay. Got it.
Because if it's other sports, definitely we want it closer. Your likelihood of hitting is pretty high, but it takes a while to draw a bow.
Forget shooting. I'm putting this in I'd survive because I'm going to throw the bow. I'm going to grab the bundle of arrows and I'm going to hold them like a big bundle spear. And I am going to wait for him to charge at me and he will impale himself on the bundle of arrows. I feel like I'd survive this one.
Okay. Would you win in a heartbeat?
No. Because he has to run to get to me. He has to get close.
So you think you'd survive archery? If they had the bow, 100% super dead.
Yeah, of course
I'm dead.
Of course I'm dead.
But we're talking they don't have the equipment.
It would be a coin flip, right? Because 20 yards is not very far.
Well, we went down to 10 yards.
In like gun safety classes, they teach you all the time. If someone is charging at you, you almost don't have time to react. A bow and arrow could be like far enough away that I could like, if I'm zigzagging, it's still hard to hit a moving target.
And it also takes longer than a gun because you're not notched. You have to get the arrow and notch it and then shoot.
And it's less likely if I'm moving, especially that's going to be 100% put me down shot right away. Yeah. I'm saying it'll hurt like hell, but if I've got adrenaline going, maybe I get close enough to actually win a chance.
Honestly, the likelihood if you shoot the arrow and you hit them, but it's not a kill shot.
Oh, rip my limbs. Yeah, actually, that's perfect for this. Rip my limbs. But then now we've got two criteria, and this isn't gonna work.
No, 10 yards, you shoot at them. The rule is you have to use the equipment somewhat how it's supposed to be. This is obviously designed to be a weapon. You shoot them, you miss, they could pick up the arrow.
Exactly. That's why I'm not shooting.
We're saying that you are.
Oh, I have to. Okay.
Yes, you have to. In this particular instance, it just makes sense to try and use the equipment as intended. If you hit them, the likelihood of it being a kill shot is minor, which means they could just pull it out.
Let's just put it, I'd survive. Rip my limbs is fine. Either way.
It's in the middle.
But in the future, I want to be able to use it however I can.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I have my brain, which is the strongest weapon I have.
True. All right, now we're on badminton.
Well, no one's dying from a badminton racket.
Well, if you break it off, it can become a stabby device.
Even then, isn't it just fiberglass? Isn't it really light?
It's pretty lightweight. Well, if you get the cheap ones, but you'd be doing the professional. This is like top tier.
Okay, so if there's someone I don't want to be slapped by, it's someone who's good at badminton because they can bring that hand around, right?
But I don't think it's deadly, right?
I don't think they're gonna kill me.
I feel like this is easily an I'd survive. I don't know about win in a heartbeat.
I feel like, okay, usually if I'd seen badminton, they're kind of spry. So my advantage in fist-to-fist...
They're also usually pretty small.
Yeah, exactly. So they're small.
Survive in a heartbeat.
I think I'd survive because, I'm very muscular. I might be a little out of shape right now, but I still think I could grab someone and punch them.
Well, in wrestling experience...
Exactly. If I can get them down to the ground, I probably have a weight advantage because I'm just under 200 pounds. So it's like I can I can throw down.
And they're
right?
generally speaking, they're probably pretty light.
Yeah.
I think it's win in a heartbeat. I don't think it's even I'd survive. I think this is a win in a heartbeat.
I don't want to discount it because they're very athletic.
They are very athletic.
They're very
They're
athletic.
fast.
Yeah, it takes a lot of athleticism to get there. So I think I'd survive.
Bowling.
Not known for being athletic.
No,
I'd want
and
to throw that out
also
there.
they're not going to lift and throw the bowling ball like this. They could throw it pretty hard,
And
but
I
it's
jump. I
Yeah.
jump over it. So I got 2 bowling pins, one in each hand.
Oh,
and I'm just,
yeah.
I'd win in a heartbeat. There's no chance a bowling, I just destroy them, right?
boxing.
So dead.
There's not even a cut. That's so dead.
I'm so dead.
It's so
No
dead.
chance. God.
Oh, good
Oh
Lord.
no, I have their gloves and they have their fists. I wonder what's gonna happen. They might break a few bones, but it's like I'm gonna break more from them punching me.
You probably will die.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead.
Breakdancing.
Okay, they are freakishly strong.
They are.
To be able to lift
They
yourself up with
are.
one arm and bounce, like it's basically martial arts. I'm done.
I don't know about super
I
dead.
think
I
it's a
feel like
coin
a
flip.
coin flip.
Because they're if they get on the ground, they lose their rhythm. Then I'm still just punching them, right? So at the end of the day, they can be fancy all they want, but I can still just it's going to be 50-50. They're very strong, very in shape. I can strangle them, right?
Yeah, this kind of does seem like a coin flip because it's like who gets a hold of who first.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's coin flip. Yeah, one of us is dying for sure.
Conquers.
What's Conkers again?
Conquers is the walnuts into each other.
Oh, they're so dead.
Yeah.
I'm making them choke on those walnuts.
It's the chestnut clashing. We're winning that one. Those guys are not in shape.
Oh, cricket. If they don't have the cricket bat, if they don't have a cricket bat and I'm the only one with it, they're done.
True.
They're done.
They're so done.
If we both have cricket bats, I don't think it's real tough for me to say I'd win that.
I'm going to change the stakes right now. You each get a piece of equipment, but you can't have the same equipment, and you get to pick first.
Oh, all right.
So he has the ball,
I like
you
that.
have the bat.
All right, if I got the bat, he's got the ball. I don't care how hard he can throw that. I can tank one throw.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to block my head if he's coming for that. And the worst he could do is hit me in the nuts. And all that's going to do is fuel my adrenaline, I think. I'll throw it first.
It would hurt.
Yeah, I'd throw it first.
There's a reason cricket guys, their batsmen have
crotch.
their
I'll leave my head.
They have their pads, too.
My head will be exposed. I'll block my crotch.
Oh, so here's the interesting part. So if it's that way, you would go first, you'd get the bat. He'd probably go with the ball. Then you would pick the pads for the batsman.
So we
then
get
if
the
he hits
unlimited
you,
thing? Okay, we have to use up all of it. Okay,
yeah,
okay, got it.
so it's the equipment. So I
Okay.
think I do think this is more of a I'd survive, not an I'd win in a heartbeat.
Okay, yeah. I think
Because those guys can throw.
they can throw really hard. If they've got unlimited balls, then maybe. But even so, I'm getting closer with a cricket bat, which is even if it's like baseball versus a cricket bat, I don't want to go up against a cricket
bat is if you turn it sideways, it's like an axe.
Yeah. So I've seen Shaun of the Dead. They womp some zombies like that.
Cycling, they got some strong legs.
But I got a bike.
Which, by the way, fun fact, I know this because my cousin-in-law is a police officer. They are trained to use bicycles as pseudo riot shields. So you can use a bike in a lot of ways that can be very protective.
I know how to use a bike to kill a man. If there's one thing I know, it's how to kill a man with a bike. So don't just put in I'd win in a heartbeat.
Win in a
They're
heartbeat.
Done.
Basketball, shoes and ball.
Yeah. I'm super dead.
Yeah.
What's a basketball?
Freak athletes.
Yeah, 7 feet tall. Just
The reach.
for, I'd be in the, what is it, darts?
So the thing is, there's multiple darts and darts.
One in my eye. One in the other in my eye.
I think it's
a coin flip. Well, they're not known for their athleticism.
They're not known for the athleticism, but they are really accurate, but it's not a moving target.
And if I get the darts first, they don't have darts. They have a board. They can whack me with a board.
Yeah. So I think it's more of a coin flip. But the thing is, the argument is multiple darts, right?
Right.
So you pick and alternate. So you'd only get one dart. They could get another dart.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair.
But darts aren't generally deep enough to be deadly.
They're definitely not. And I will be moving, and they've never done a moving target. They've only worked on stationary targets. I could use that to my advantage. I think rip my limbs because they're going to hit me. I'm going to get pierced. But I think if I close that distance, I've got all the darts in me. And It's not even deep enough to like disable my arm. I would still use my arm even if a dart went in it. I could still do anything I need to do.
So diving, not really equipment unless you give them the diving board or you get the diving board, but you're not going to swing that thing.
I could swing that thing. If I get enough momentum and I start spinning.
they'd get closer before you could even get that far. Those boards
I don't know. I'm
heavy.
pretty strong. I'm very strong. How heavy is a diving board?
They're heavy.
They're 52 pounds. There's some that are 6-foot fiber diving board is 36 pounds, right? A 16-foot, like super long.
Which is usually, so you're looking, the ones that are actually in diving competitions are the long ones.
Okay, but I get to choose. So it's the entire thing of diving.
The sport of diving uses the long ones, so it has to be the long one. The short ones are for like your own swimming pool.
All right, it's 250 pounds for that one.
As a person who's lifted the ones that were at our high school, they're heavy as shit.
I feel like I might be able to start that swinging, you know.
What do you put that in the category then? They're 10 yards away. They're getting to you before you can hit them with any speed.
Well, they can't run. They're only swimming, you know. They
That's
barely know how
not
to
true
swim.
at all.
Well, are they going to dive on me? You know,
Divers practice on trampolines more often than not, and they're insanely acrobatic. They're basically gymnasts.
Okay, so here's what I do. I plan ahead. I have prep time. I sabotage their trampoline by unhooking all the things, but just enough so they still look hooked, but they're like on the precipice. As soon as they bounce on the thing, everything's going to collapse. The hooks go into them. They die.
All right, you're in their environment in the pool.
I'm so dead.
I'm doing coin flip.
I sink. I'm denser than water. I do
I'm
not
doing
float.
coin flip.
All right, coin flip, yeah. All right, it's not looking good for me.
Equestrian, you
I
get the
throw
horse.
the horse at him. Ah! Yeah, look, I know how to kill a man with a horse. Don't even question that.
But the jumping sites have poles that go in there. They could have basically a lance.
Are they going to kill their own horse? I don't think so. I pick their horse.
True.
Yeah, I pick their horse. So even if they get another horse, which I don't think would be fair, they'd have to get an unfamiliar horse. So I pick their horse.
Yeah, because you don't ride two horses at once. So in
and
the
I wouldn't be riding it.
Well, you could ride it.
I'd throw it.
You could trample
How much
them.
does a horse weigh?
You know, this I think is heartbeat.
I don't think it's heartbeat, man.
You think it's I'd survive?
Okay, again, not known
if you
for their
ride the
athleticism.
horse, they are actually.
But they're not very heavy. They're pretty light, usually. Anyone that's riding a horse is usually lighter. I'd have a weight advantage. I would probably win in a hand-to-hand combat.
Well, and on top of that, if you're on the horse, you could easily trample them.
Yeah, true. I'm not the best horse rider. I've ridden horses, but yeah.
I would put one in a heartbeat because I've ridden horses since I was in diapers.
Yeah, I'd destroy him. Yeah, I'll destroy him.
You doing that too?
Since you were in diapers. Is that an exaggeration, man?
Esports.
I'm going to throw a computer at them. They're so done. I'd win in a heartbeat.
Fancy.
I die in a heartbeat. Okay. If I can get the swords.
But in competition, there are two swords.
Okay, that's not fair, right?
That's what I'm trying to compare it to.
We're not in a competition. It's one fencer and their equipment. I don't think we can automatically we go both sides, or else I'm just fencing
in
them.
the sport of a competition. That's the way I'm trying to preface it. In the competition arena, what are the equipment involved? There are two people, two swords, two suits.
But that's not fair because then it's always in any competition sport. There's
only one basketball, football. Pads.
I'm not losing basketball because there's more basketballs. I'm just saying, like in these fencing ones, they have multiple swords. They have swords for everybody. If I'm just playing them at their sport, then that's not their death battle.
Then you get a fencing thing. They could just have a stick and they'd be better at avoiding getting hit with the sword.
I still got a sword though.
All right, so
but the sword isn't even sharp. Why are we even talking about this? It's like got a ball at the end, so it's not really that useful.
It still penetrate. They're 100%. There's a reason they wear suits.
Yeah, those blades are far from sharp enough to clear the woman.
I'm going to put coin flip for this because
hit them with the helmet. Yeah, okay.
I'd put coin flip for this because they are athletic. They do know how to dodge a sword and a fencing sword.
They'd be great at dodging that kind of things. I think. Yeah,
but I don't think you only get the sword and they get the equipment. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm super dead, but I don't think I'm doing well.
Well, yeah, so we play it your way.
Yeah.
You get the sword, they get the equipment. They're pretty much protected.
Pretty much, yes.
I might be even higher. It might be rip my limbs.
Yeah, I think my limbs, I'm not coming out of this unhurt, but again, fencers are not usually the heaviest athletes.
No,
I think I'd have a weight
but they're
advantage.
Insanely agile.
Yeah.
And they do have strength for thrust.
They do, yeah. So they could punch real good.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Which one?
NFL football player, Myles Garrett coming at you.
Oh, so dead.
So dead.
Oh, so dead.
Golf.
If I get the club, I got it.
Yep.
If they got the balls, I'm like, good luck, buddy.
You get to beat them with their hobby horse.
Yeah, throw the hobby horse at them. Get a new hobby.
Ooh.
I'm so dead. Because even if I got a hockey stick, they've still got the pads they can pick. So they can pick that and they just come in.
Insane. Yeah.
Known for fist fighting. I am dead.
I'm going to skip hurling because that'll be an interesting one. Judo, so dead. Kayaking.
I throw the kayak at him.
I'm going to put I'd survive.
I'd survive. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Lacrosse. Stick, pads, ball. Those balls are hard as shit.
Hard. But again, they got to throw that. A human can't throw a lacrosse ball at lethal speeds with their hand, right?
Probably not a lacrosse player.
Probably not a lacrosse player. So even if they had the ball and I had the stick, I think I got the stick superiority.
So the question is, would you pick the stick first?
Yeah.
Okay. Would they pick pads?
Then I got the ball. And
then they're dead.
Court,
so they'd probably pick the ball, and then you'd have the pads. So,
so I've got this.
I'm gonna put I'd survive.
I'd survive. Yeah,
because they also, like hockey players, can fucking fight.
Lumberjack games are so dead. Because
chainsaw.
If I get the axe, they get the chainsaw. If I get the log, they get the axe. You know, it's like, there's no way I'm coming out of that.
Motorsports, you have the car.
I throw the car at them. I run them over with a car.
Ooh.
Yeah, Nordic skiing.
Insane endurance. You get the poles, they get the skis. You get the skis, they get the poles.
I get the snow. I trigger an avalanche and I crush them. I am so good.
I'm doing coin.
Fuck. All right, fine.
Octopush.
I don't even remember what that is.
That's the underwater hockey. It's like the tiny little stick.
Well, anything with me in the water, I'm at a disadvantage.
I'll put a coin flip for that one. Paragliding.
I got the parachute. And so I think I got that one in the bag. I picked parachute. Or paraglider, you know. Oh no, unfortunate.
To put this in perspective, it's against my brother.
Well, I mean, still, even if they don't have a paraglider, they're not getting me, right? Or
they're 10 yards away.
I'm not in the air?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was in the air. All right, I choose on the edge of a cliff. And so by the rules of combat, they have to come to me.
Equipment.
So I jump off the cliff. I've never paraglided before in my life. So it's a coin flip. All right, 50-50 if I really can figure it out in time.
All right, parkour.
I throw the building at them.
Railing. I choose you. Railing.
Yeah, okay. They'd have this because it's like there's no equipment and they're more athletic than I am, probably.
Yeah, and they're probably, they probably much like the. I think they're similar to breakdancing. I'd put coin flip.
Yeah, it would be if they're more athletic than me, then they.
The majority of pickleball players are old.
But isn't it very fast?
It can be very fast, but you get the paddle.
And I guess without the paddle, they can't really hit the ball that fast. Yeah, so I think I'd win. Yeah.
Rock climbing.
I throw the mountain at them.
I mean, carabiner.
Carabiners. There's a lot of metal equipment.
If you can get carabiner and rope, you win.
But if I get rope, then they're going to get carabiner,
which then is basically brass knuckles.
Yeah, but you can wrap your hands in rope and then you can strangle them with it.
True.
I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah,
because rock climbing, very athletic, very strong grip. Well, if they get me.
There's also the things they stick into walls.
Crimps, yeah.
Crimps, but there's also bolts. They have a wire that's like this long.
There's a lot of equipment and a lot of weapons to choose from. So yeah, it's not looking too great. A drill could be part of rock climbing.
Oh my god!
Drill into the wall.
Dude, the thing that shoots in the bolts.
Oh, an impact driver, like a bullet, a blank fire. Okay, I choose the blank firing impact driver.
Jesus Christ!
10 feet away. Don't come too close.
Roller derby.
I'm not the best roller skater, but
they're very physical. Usually bigger, stronger. They're knocking people off.
Hey, this will boost your ego. Someone just said Tyler's so handsome.
Oh, thank you.
I messed that up. I said handsome.
Handsome. I'm handsome.
He's handsome.
I'm handsome.
Yeah.
Roller derby. It's close. It's kind of like rugby on roller skates.
No, rugby, I'm dead.
Oh, yeah, I know rugby, we're dead.
Rugby, I'm dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I picked the ball. Oh, no, they're coming at me. Shoot. I got the gun, baby.
I'm saying I'd survive because you are pseudo within distance of.
I'm a good shot, man.
But if you don't have bullets.
Fuck. I pick the gun, he gets the bullets. Oh, you're right. Shit.
But they're not known for being athletic in the end of a gun.
Yeah, I could beat someone to death with a gun.
If we go very technical, there are multiple guns.
Yes, but that is bad for me. But I think it's like one event of shooting. It would be like the rifle shooting and the same rifle, and then I'd really get them. But if it's the pistol, it's still like, I can beat them to death.
I'm saying I'd survive, but I don't know about, this is winning a heartbeat.
I think I've got this one.
Yeah. If they had a gun, fuck no.
Yeah.
Shot
Great.
put. You did this.
Oh man, have you seen shot putters?
Oh my, they're huge.
I'm dead because I can't throw that shot put enough to be effective as a weapon.
And it also doesn't move very fast.
So it'd be a disadvantage to take it. But if they get the shot put, I'm also dead because they can throw it into my face.
One hit with the shot put, if they come close enough, you're just holding it. You just wham them with it.
I can't really wham them. That thing is 20 pounds at the Olympic level, isn't it? 20 pounds.
It's heavy.
16 pounds. Sorry, 16 pounds.
I don't know. I can curl more than that. So I think you could wham them with it.
But I don't think I'd have enough momentum to really get them. It's
over your head, just
thing.
like this. They could dodge.
Yeah, they could dodge. Yeah. See, it's not, and they're very strong. They're almost guaranteed to have a weight advantage on me.
And they're kind of agile.
They're
finesse with their
spin.
Feet. Yeah.
I think I'm dead.
Soccer.
Very fast, very athletic. But still, this comes down to
Kicking.
I mean, even then, is like if I can get them.
They kick hard, dude.
I know they kick hard. What I'm saying is like they're scrappy and light usually, but again, I think it'd be a coin flip. I think there's a high chance that they'd get me because they're way more athletic than I am. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a hand-to-hand fight to the death, it's all about weight, and because you have to literally strangle them. That's pretty much the only way you're killing someone with your bare hands.
But I will say kicking keeps you at a distance. You can catch their leg, but sometimes that's hard too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It'd be my strategy would be to close the distance as much as I can. If they get one kick in, I'm tackling getting to the ground. That's the only thing. And we know soccer players, they go down like that. If you brush their head, so they're going down. And then
bicycle kick to the head.
They're not gonna get that.
It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip.
Yeah.
If you get the bat, dude.
If I get the bat, I'm good. But yeah, pitchers
103 miles per hour
to the head would be deadly, and they're very accurate with that.
Shit.
If it's a pitcher, even if it's anyone, everyone in baseball throws.
The best person in baseball is Ohtani, and he can throw over 100 and he can bat.
Yeah, so it's like even if I have the bat, if they have more than
and he's
one
a
baseball,
big dude,
and they're big, they're athletic, I don't think I'm winning that one.
With the bat, I think it's a coin flip if they don't have the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I can get hit with a baseball and I'd probably be okay.
Oh, it hurt like a bitch.
It would hurt like hell, but if we're fight to this, again, I've got a bat. If I can close that distance, I don't think it's guaranteed I'm dead, because I would pick the bat for sure. And I would just be like, I'm just going to tank some mean pitches as I close that distance.
And there's a lot of baseballs used in.
Yeah.
So.
And it would suck. I am going to be hurt. But if I get that distance and I got a bat, I think I've got that.
Tennis. Similar to pickleball, but a little
That racket's
higher.
way tougher.
Yeah.
That racket's can do a lot more damage.
But you're going to have the racket.
I throw the court at them. All right. That's
I'd survive, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ultimate frisbee. What are they going to do? Hit you with a frisbee?
My choice would be the chain golf fence. Oh, that's disc golf.
That's disc golf, yeah.
All right.
Which isn't on here.
Yeah, it's just, again, this would be, I don't think I'd win in a heartbeat though.
Yeah,
you're still very athletic.
You think I'd survive?
Yeah.
All right. I played water polo.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
If it's in the pool, I'm assuming
even then, these guys are built like football players.
Yeah, they're very strong.
Yeah, and they do basically fight.
Wrestling, I'm dead.
Yeah.
God, I'm so dead. Volleyball?
Not really an equipment advantage.
Yeah. The net, maybe I could tangle them up in the net.
Survive, maybe?
They're pretty strong, and they're sometimes pretty tall to jump over. I think it's a coin flip.
Coin flip.
Yeah. Yachting, they got enough money to
they just
kill
hire
me
a
from
hitman.
I'm so dead. I'm dead before the competition even starts.
I got your boat. I just hired 10 murderers.
Oh, which one of my boats did you pick? Oh, I have another one.
Throw the yacht at him. Yeah, I think I'm dead.
Let's do roller derby first.
I mean, this is 50-50. I think if they're
flip,
athletic enough, then they've got me. Hurling, isn't that what
the stones on ice?
Oh, no, that's curling.
Oh, hurling. Oh, that's the hurley. That's the stick.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were saving it.
Wait a second. You're right.
Yeah.
That's basically like baseball, but these guys are used to getting hit with that thing.
Stick is crazy, though.
But they're used to getting hit with that. That is common in that sport.
It's just like baseball. If you get that, whoever gets the stick is going to win because of that. It's just a wooden stick. It's like a club. It looks like an Aztec weapon. It basically would. Yeah, it'd be pretty devastating.
Yeah. So you think I'd survive, or because
if I get the stick, I'd survive for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're used to getting hit by it, they can still get it out of my hands. That's the biggest risk and why it's not necessarily guaranteed.
Yeah, you need to land a good, clean hit, and that's not easy.
Yeah. That's pretty good distribution.
That's a pretty good distribution.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, motorsports, if you got the car, you just run them over.
Yeah. I threw the car.
I threw out the car.
Anyway, either way, it'd be a fun death battle.
More of them, we die.
Yeah, well, these are athletes we're talking about here, so they are pretty good at what they do.
All right, chat, do you agree with some of ours? Which ones do you disagree with?
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
Recheck golf.
Golf cart.
Oh, shit.
I still think I'd take the club.
The carts don't move that fast.
Yeah, well, it depends on the cart. Nowadays, they could probably got some pretty sweet carts, but, Yachting, you think they can fist fight? No, but I think they have money.
To hire somebody to fight for them.
I think that in the end of the day... I take their money! I pick their money! Oh! I've got it! I pick their money!
Oh!
Oh!
I win a heartbeat! That's a fun episode. It's Am I the Asshole and Would I Survive?
Hey,
Would the assholes survive?
Would the assholes survive? And the asshole's me. Hope you know about that.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the live recording of an episode of Go, My Favorite Sports Team. This one will be edited and come out in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good one. Thank you guys for joining. Mark, thank you for electing to do another live recording. This is always fun.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all good. Good to do. Good to do.
But if you guys want to interact, give us episode suggestions, share your own Am I the Asshole stories, or share your own Would You Survive tier list, because I believe this chart is able to be searched up and done by yourself. Reddit.com/r/GMFST. You can also support the podcast in a fantastic way. Get some sweet merch at store.gmfst.com. You can buy some sweet stuff. And also, Iron Lung officially available to rent or to buy on YouTube.
Coming to more countries soon.
More countries soon. Go check it out. It is available. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening.